Hello, hello. We're going to get some cryonite today, hopefully. Let's see if we actually make it there. But that's the goal. Last time we set up production science and we fixed production science. I guess we didn't really set it up. And then we have some things in the wrong chest here, so I think we need to sort this real quick. What if we make like an actor provider out of these would be a good idea rather than a warehouse. Let's make more of them. So that way we can actually like steal stuff from it if we decide we need like a logistic bot or something. There we go. That's progress. Let's see, are bots giving me anything? No, they are not. Okay. Let's just transfer some junk. So vulcanite, we don't need to be here. That will never get sorted. That's not where vulcanite's supposed to go. Whoops, vulcanite goes here. There we go. Okay, and then I don't think we really need a ton of vulcanite. We got all the prod 3s we needed, really. They are in the labs. Although, we could recover, we could definitely recover some of them. Because we don't really have that many prod 3s. And we have this beacon here to speed this up. Oh, apparently we don't have any, wait, what? Oh, okay, we do have 6 prod 3s. Apparently we weren't using our prod 3s properly. Good thing we corrected it then. Also, are there any speed 2s anywhere I can steal? Because I'm really... Oh, I think those actually need to be... Oh wait, I have a better idea. We can put speed 1s in this. Also, we really could use our jetpack. Maybe we should finish the... Yeah, because it's really hard to walk through. Walk through space without a jetpack. We need, I think we need belt immunity equipment. Or we just need to stop dropping our rocket fuel. That would be a better option. See, red chips are backed up. What isn't supposed to be in here? Copper plates are not supposed to be in here. And what else? Copper plates, glass, and heat shields. They're supposed to be in another chest. I think over here. Copper plates, we don't actually do anything with copper plates, but we are requesting them, right? Okay, we finally removed that. We were requesting them for the longest time, which was just completely silly because you don't use them for anything. Okay, there's some copper. The only way I can think to get rid of this is to put a chest here. Unless I can put enough in this machine. I don't think so. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That'll get used up. Not as soon as I would like, but it will get used up. Let's see, barrels are probably fine. Okay, that's everything that's not supposed to be in that chest. This one, is this one correct? This one actually doesn't really matter. This one has only things it's supposed to. Perfect. Okay, we can finally get off this planet. No idea what this is for. Oh, right. This used before we extended this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're being attacked. Nothing to worry about. Good, good, good. I don't like this chest. It confuses me every time. I have no idea why it's there. Cargo rocket sections we can send here. Scrap. Stone? Okay, stone we can get rid of. That will eventually make its way through the network. And then everything else, I think we can just kind of leave. Maybe we can take solar panels. There we go. Okay, the base is looking a lot better. We got our storage chest back. I don't know, that's been there like the entire time. I have no idea why it was there. It doesn't seem like it was useful in any way. Okay, but I wanted to get my speed module back, and to do that... Wait. How do I do that? I was hoping I could put a beacon here. This is not the 3-tile area I thought it was. I could probably move petroleum like 1 tile to the left and use some undergrounds, or... Yeah, okay, this will work. This should work. Right? Let's see, where's the beacon at? Oh, and look, it will speed up this for us. Not like we really need that, but hey, it will. So all of that was so that way we can put 2 more speed 2s in there. Really? That's what we did it for? Can we just make more speed 2s? There is a distinct possibility we can. Okay, well that simplifies it for sure. We can make 3? We can make up to 3, unless we have more somewhere. I don't think we do. Oh, we do have this one. Oh yeah, I forgot we have all of these. Does this use a lot of power? I can't imagine it uses a lot of power. This doesn't need efficiency modules in it. Okay, so that will let us get a lot more speed 2s. Okay, so that's up to 6. Okay, perfect. We just have to stand up here for like another minute or so, I think, until it crafts. Something like that. Yeah, about 1 more minute. Okay, we can sort the inventory while we do that. Okay, I think I saw more things that aren't really supposed to be in here. So let's see. Multispectral mirrors, scrap. Scrap is supposed to be recycled somewhere. Is it easy to get to? Not really, but it's not difficult. I was hoping I could just automate the output, but there's really no point. Signal receivers, those are good. Okay, we need to make sure we bring signal receivers and cargo chest things to the other planet as well. That is something we have not quite done yet. Oh wait, oh look at that. Oh, there's the modules we were missing. Cool. Active provider chest. Are these useful for anything? Not really. Buffer chests? Buffer chests are actually useful. Those are basically requester chests. They function a little bit differently, but they do work as requester chests, so we could use those for automating a couple things that we struggle to. Okay, we'll leave warehouses here. Cargo landing pad. We'll leave it up here for feature expansions. Okay. Do we get all of our speed modules? Perfect. Okay, so now this should research a lot faster, and we don't have to run a second lab. It's probably consuming. No, it's not consuming too much power. Perfect. Okay, these are running pretty good. Okay, time to go to another planet, I guess. Let's see, can we fill this up with anything usable, I guess is the question. Oh yeah, we should definitely take all of these space capsules back and some packed cargo sections. What can we leave up here? I guess we can leave efficiency modules. They're kind of useless, but we might as well. Construction bots. Yeah, those are fine to leave up here, right? Yeah, we'll get more. We'll get more in the basement or whatever I want to call it. It's basically a basement. Wires are for crafting. Don't remember what they craft. I think pipes, which I still don't get. That can't be good. Okay, this will work. That will eventually clear the. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, that'll eventually get rid of the pipes, that'll eventually get rid of the wire that we're not supposed to have. We can work with that. Okay. I think we have everything we need. Let's see, where can we go? We can't really go anywhere. Launch disabled. We forgot fuel. Wait. We do have fuel, right? Yeah. I was like, I don't think we could forget fuel, but there's always the possibility. Okay, it looks like the fuel has to be in the opposing inventory, which means we should be holding the capsules, it looks like. Okay, there we go. I've switched the two. Go back to novice. I mean, it's really easy to get back into this orbit, so it's not a big deal if we forget something, but pretty sure we did everything we needed up here. Purple science is automated. It's slow because of the plasma stream. Even with all of our beacons, I thought it would be faster, but I think we're going to be limited by other things soon enough, so it's not a huge deal. Oh wait, but now that we're recycling these, right? We didn't have recycling set up initially. See, let's delete the chests. I don't like how I had two. But yeah, when we first set this up, we didn't have any recycling of these cards over here, which basically just made it that we are consuming, honestly, like 200%, 300% more than we technically needed, which is a lot. So now that we have the recycling set up, like we use way less red chips because we are super, super red chip limited. Oh, okay. I can't wait until we actually have requester chests. We're so close. We're so close to being able to use them for things like emptying our inventory and other good stuff. Okay, so this is the rocket we'll want to be using for whatever new planet we go to. It does have Biter meteors. And I'm pretty sure we set up meteor installation automation, right? I mean, not like super good automation, but yeah, we're requesting it. Okay, let's have this request signal. Wait, what? Oh no, sulfur's back. Sulfur's not backed up again. Oh no, we're having oil issues again. Why are we always having oil issues? Why is our base always broken? Okay, signal. Let's start with the basics. Signal transmitter. Let's bring two. I can't imagine we need more than two. That lets us send it to the only two places we could be sending the resources. Ooh, we need to make one, apparently. Meteor point defense installation. Let's request 10. And then a ton of ammo for them. Like 300? 370, sure. That's a weird number, but it'll work. Okay. Why am I not getting sulfur? Oh, cool. We're having petroleum issues again. Uh, is it because of crude? Nope. Oh wait, we can redesign these, right? We can redesign these with prod modules. No, that's not a good idea. Is it? No, I don't think it's a good idea. Because we have beacons now, we could realistically redesign redesign this build. But that's also dependent on us actually having prod 3s, which we don't really. Huh. Maybe I should do some math real quick. Could I do math? Am I smart enough to do math? I guess that's the better question. Let's see. Let's place a refinery. A couple refineries. Look. Oh wait, we don't need to do that. We can just use FNEI. Okay, we want petroleum, right? There's 3 recipes that get us petroleum. So these two are the ones we're basically choosing between crude oil processing and advanced oil processing. I think this one is better if I have enough prod modules. So how do I make light oil? So now that's the second thing. How do I make light oil? We can make it with cracking from 40 to 30. It's a ratio of 40 to 30 plus 18%. What is that? 0.75 times 0.18. So that's almost... You'll get most of it back. That's like a 12% loss. I feel like I need enough productivity bonus to make it that 40 becomes 40 for that to be viable. Right? Because 70 will become... 70 times 0.885 will become 62. So that's the equivalent of getting about 90 light oil. Whereas with this recipe, we are getting 80 light oil. Wait, is that actually better still? It might actually be better. Although it might use more power too, so I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing, because you need a lot more cracking to make that work. So like this is equivalent to about getting 90 light oil with productivity bonuses. This is equivalent of getting about 85. It's very small difference. And then how's that conversion to petroleum? Is the next set. So 2/3 or 2/3 plus 18%, so like 5/6 or so. They're very close. It's not worth redesigning until we get prod 3s. Is what I'm seeing there. Which is fine. Let's see. Can we Can we automate speed 2s? Would that be a good idea? Or beacons? We could use beacons. I think we can automate beacons. That would be a decent way to improve. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it uses more power or not. Wait, basic beacons. Why is it called a basic beacon? Whoa! There's so many beacons. That's so cool. If it wasn't called a basic beacon, it would have been a long time before I noticed that. That's exciting. Okay. We're also not producing laser turrets. Oh wait, laser turrets were never automated, were they? I don't think laser turrets were ever finished. That explains a lot. Also, where's the unpacker? Is this the unpacker? Yes, okay. Where did we leave our junk? We placed a warehouse to toss our stuff in. There it is. Okay, we need this. Thank you very much. What don't we need? Well, let's let this sort it for us. That would be good. And then we brought the used life support canisters, which we can send back. Buffer chest. We could use a buffer chest. I was thinking. Well, we need a signal transmitter. Let's do that first, and then we'll think about what's next. Okay. We can cut this off, I think. I actually don't want this stuff to go in my inventory. So we're gonna just cancel it. Okay, signal transmitter. Where is it at? Signal transmitter. Okay. Everything should be requesting. Yeah. And then this just can get no logic. It'll just do whatever. We'll just limit it to 1 stack. That should be fine. Those aren't terribly expensive. It's just a matter of we don't have any. Okay, and then we have this requester chest. I think we'll use a buffer chest for the laser turrets, just because we don't really have that many requesters left, and it doesn't really make a huge difference. It just means that if there are batteries in here that aren't being consumed by this, it can take it and move it over here, but that's not, I don't think it's a huge deal. We could use beacon. Wait, we have access to beacons. That will help a little bit. We can finally beacon our chem plants and stuff like that. So we can get like an extra 8% out of it by beaconing these instead. Okay, and then that should fit. I think it fits. Yeah, okay. Beacons. Or bacon. I like bacon. Who doesn't like bacon? And there's probably a lot of people that like bacon, but bacon is pretty nice. I don't eat it as much as I used to, which is, I mean, I guess that's not really a bad thing. Like it's not particularly healthy. Okay, so that's some prods. Let's see, what else can we do to save some petroleum? I think we just need more. I really didn't want to have to get this, but I think we just have to get this patch. Unless... No, we just need to get that patch. Oh, wow, that is a... That's a lot. Okay. Oh, nothing to worry about. Let's see, we need some pump jacks. Not pump jacks. No. Do we need pumps? I think we just need pump jacks. We need lots of pipes. We have some space pipe that we're not supposed to have on us. That's going to be annoying. Underpipe, let's see, where's that at? Cool, that should be, honestly, that should be enough. Big electric poles, we already are requesting. Okay, so we're good on power. We don't need small electric poles. We should honestly just upgrade our entire factory so that way we stop copying them. Because I think they're just cluttering our inventory for no reason. Another option is to switch over to substations regularly, which also is a reasonable option. And then how's this going along? Are you done? Yep, you're done. Cool. Actually, did I want to keep that? I don't think it really mattered. But maybe I do. I feel like it's good to have consistent assembling 3 production. Okay. Let's request exactly 100 of these. Not 20. 100, 100. We need to stop having ranges in our requestment slots is what I'm realizing. We don't need solar panels. We can give this back. There are definitely things that we should send back up into space. Probably into this one, since this rocket's a little bit emptier. So we can give it our space pipe. Do we have space under pipe? Yes, we do. Give some more tanks. We could definitely use some more big electric motors. And then what else did we need in space? Productivity ones? No, we can't really use productivities in space. Oh, space assembly machine. Recycling facility. Actually, we need that. We need that in the other. We need that on the new planet, I believe. Oh yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to power the new planet. We are going to this place, which has a solar efficiency of 22%. That's terrible. On the bright side, if I go there, I need like one solar panel to 8 accumulators, so that's a ratio. It's not a good one, but it is a it is a ratio. Let's see. It does have coal. It looks like we'll have to be coal powered. We could do. Wait, there's a really silly recipe, isn't there? This thing. No, not this thing. This thing. It uses water. How much does it make? One copper becomes one rocket fuel, but it takes 500 seconds. I can't tell if that's decent or not. The crafting time makes me think that it is not possible to have like a net positive energy production from that, but I'm honestly not sure. It will give us 100 megajoules. It will take 500 seconds at 1 megawatt. So, yeah, no, never mind. That is designed as a you need rocket fuel as rocket fuel. It is not a power source, which makes sense. We're turning copper into rocket fuel. There's no way that can be efficient. That just doesn't sound that doesn't sound real. Okay, we don't need all these processing units. Oh, that's why they keep coming back. That makes sense. We do want like 300 though. Actually, let's start requesting stuff in this chest so that way we don't have to like hold it in our inventory. So then we can just remove it completely. We need some roboports. We need logistic bots up to 50, I think, is what we want. And then construction bots, we want. Honestly, we might as well grab like 500. They're pretty cheap. Roboports, okay. We definitely need more laser turrets, but those are going to be crafting. Yeah, we really need to figure out how we're going to power the other planet. I wasn't really thinking that would be a problem, but clearly it is a minor problem. Because coal's not, there's not much coal on the other planet. There is coal, but there's not a ton. Like, I really don't want to rely entirely on it if I can avoid it. That stuff doesn't need to go up there. Do we need concrete? We need big mining drills. Let's make some big mining drills. Which we will do using the lazy method of just requesting stuff because it works pretty good. Big mining drills, which I think are insanely efficient in terms of both energy consumption and productivity, although it largely depends how you build them. Okay, so we definitely don't need those. Okay, that should work. That'll give us one stack. That'll be fine. Okay. What else do we need on an alien planet? We need belts. Lots and lots of belts. Probably more than that, actually, like 3,000. 3,000 belts. 300 undergrounds. 50 splitters should be fine. Lots of inserters. Lots of long inserters. So we actually don't need that much of any of them. A stack of filters, stack of stack filters. I don't actually know if we're making stack filter inserters. I don't know where these come from. I'm not entirely sure if they're automated or not. They just kind of exist. And then I don't think we have oil on the other planet, so I'm pretty sure we don't need to bring pump jacks. And that's partially why we'll have issue powering the planet. Because the solar panel is just, or the solar power is just quite quite bad, and there's really no coal there. We might be able to get uranium. There is a... Really? This is my uranium patch on my main planet? That's the only uranium I have access to. That's great. I haven't noticed that before. I mean, why would I? It's like 6, what was it? No, it wasn't 6. It was like 10, though, which is still nothing. 10 little flecks of resources. Yeah, no, definitely nothing to write home about for sure. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, we forgot walls. We definitely need walls. Uh, yeah, we forgot a lot of stuff, actually. Yikes. Yeah, we don't need to save. I don't know why I tried to save there. Okay, I think this was a mistake. We didn't really bring anything to fight the enemy, did we? Okay, going back. We need... I don't actually know what we need. We could grab ammo for the biogun. We haven't used it before. We might as well try it. Like, we can't replenish the ammo, but I don't think it's anything we really need to worry about. What about power armor? Can we get upgrades for power armor yet? We've been putting off power armor because we don't have the Mark II version yet. And we also don't have access to the good, I forget what it's called, nuclear something? What is it called? What gives power armor its energy? Energy core? No. Fusion reactor? Portable fusion reactor? Isn't there like a worse version of it that I can make though? What's it called? Oh, I think I do have it. Portable RTG. Oh, we do. It does use uranium fuel cells. I think it doesn't like consume them. It just we need to make a few uranium cells if we want to use this power. Okay, that's viable. Okay, change of plans. Let's do a very quick centrifuge setup. Because I think we need to be better suited for combat if we want to survive anywhere. Also, we can just have bots fix this. Apparently, we put a lot of roboports that are not powered. Oof. The oil issues are starting to be a problem. Ours seems to be holding, though. How's our solar panels? Let's see, we're not very backed up. Okay. Can we do another row? I think we can. Oh yeah, we definitely can. Cool, look at that. I do like how we finally switched over to solar power. Gosh, those are gonna those are gonna take forever to build. But yeah, we finally switched over to solar for like the first time ever. We don't really use it for much, but we really only use it on this planet, but it's still nice to have. Okay, we need uranium fuel cells, which means we need a centrifuge, which requires big electric motors, concrete heat shielding. Okay, I think the easiest way to request all of those will be just to control click them, right? Yeah. Unless we already have a centrifuge, there is a chance we have one in our network. It's hard to say, because we definitely made more than we needed on the other planet. I don't know if we brought the spheres back or if we left them there. It looks like we left them there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is something. And then... Ooh, I do not want to have this. I want these to go in a different chest. Okay, well, those will build. What else do we need? We need personal laser defenses, right? Do we have those? Do we have access to laser defenses? Laser... Glass, laser turrets. Okay, we can make a couple of those. I don't know how many we need. Wait. How big are these? 4x4. Is that worth using? That's huge. I thought it said 2x2. 4x4. Yikes. Okay. I don't like that. We should also get power armor though. Big electric motor. Did we ever make modular armor? I think we did. Pretty sure we had modular armor for a little bit. Or maybe we just used our tiny armor, I'm not sure. It's possible we just used this and called it good. Okay, well that's not the end of the world. We can definitely get those resources. Okay, now we need copper, which we should have copper furnaces somewhere we can steal from. Perfect. Modular armor. Now we need, because these are better for combat, right? Oh wait, they have a smaller grid. They have more defenses, but they have a smaller grid. Oh, but we don't need to put a jetpack in it. Yeah, we should probably use this one. We should have a combat suit if we're going to a foreign planet. Oh, hello bots. Thanks for exploding on me. Okay, I think this produced enough so we can cancel it. 5 centrifuges. That definitely will be okay. Okay, we have this chest. This chest is what we need to get stuff from. I don't like that. It is in the middle of my base. I completely forgot. It's been a while since we've had a look at this part of the base. I forgot how much we embrace the spaghetti. Where are those? Okay, those are a bit close. Oh my gosh, we did it again. There we go. I keep not holding shift. Okay, so there's like this awkward situation where if you have exactly one, it won't go into like ghost building. So that's what happened there multiple times. Because I forgot. Yeah, it's been a while since I've ever built since I've built something with a single belt before. Like it's easy to work around. It's just something you don't really expect to have to work around. Like one of those situations. Okay, let's give it some prods because we don't really have that many, and then a beacon. Okay. That will process all of the uranium we have, so hopefully we'll be able to get a fusion RTG thingy. I don't know, whatever it's called, an RTG reactor. What does that stand for? Radio, probably radiation. I don't know what the TG, radiation thermal generator. That sounds like something. That sounds like something that could be an acronym. It seems legit enough. Okay. And then those will build, right? They're within range. Yeah, okay. Bots just don't like me. We never hooked up this coal. I don't know what we needed the coal for. I think we actually won it for. Oof. Wait. What is this? Ooh. We have that's why our power is starting to dip. We have exhausted a lot of this patch. Yikes. Okay. It's a good thing we've switched over to solar power. Mostly. Because we are just running low on things. They're basically nuclear material that's hot in a can. That sounds like a very terrifying way to make it to have on your personal body. But thank you. I was wondering what they were. What did we need? Steel? We need 4 steel. They're extremely dangerous. And that's why we use them as a personal inventory. Got it. I like it. I mean, what kind of engineer would you be if you don't live dangerously, right? Yeah, they'll bring us stuff. We use them for deep space probes. Really? What's it stand for? Radioisotope thermoelectric generator. Okay, so I kind of got it. I got the first half of every word. Okay, seeing it like written out, I've definitely heard of those before. I've never seen the abbreviation. So I just did not put 2 and 2 together. Can we get this? Eventually? Yes, okay. It would be nice to have a jetpack in our combat back. And then also, I think these are actually really good, aren't they? I don't know for sure. I feel like they're useful. What's a shield look like? Because we do have a shield in this that we started with. It has 100 hit points, and it regenerates, but it regenerates fast. Whereas these ones have 100 hit points, and they regenerate slowly. But they are a reasonable substitution. Okay, we can work with that. I wonder. I think there's an awkward way you can set this up to work. Don't know if it's how I should do it. It's definitely not how I should do it, but I think there is a very lazy way I can do this. Also, why did I request 1,000 pipe? What was I thinking? Why did I think I would need 1,000 pipe to connect like 2 offshore pumps? The Soviet made tons and many are still unaccounted for. That's terrifying. Just a little. Okay, I think this will work. Yeah, okay. Basically, I want these all to request from 1 chest because we're very limited on the amount of chests we have. Let's see, can we get some landfill over here? Please and thank you, landfill. Okay, there we go. This will go here. Okay, so this is for adaptive armor. All of the adaptive armors. So we need batteries. We need processing units and LDS. Okay, we can get those. Processing units. Low density structure. And then what else? Did we get the landfill yet? I just remembered. Landfill's over here. We didn't need to request it. It's like 2 feet away. There we go. We landfilled every spot except for the 1 tile we needed. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And then we can get the last set, which is the same thing, but it needs heat shielding, which I'm pretty sure we have in a blue chest somewhere. Red chips we don't. Do we still not have red chips in a red chest? It's like it's in the title. Okay, we can do it here. We could also upgrade this one, would also work. Although it looks like we're not producing a ton of red chips, so it won't help immensely. And then we can also request all the adaptive armor we have, because I'm pretty sure we have some in the base. Okay, life support. We don't need life support. This is combat. This is just a combat suit for other planets. Okay. What else do we need in our combat suit? Personal laser defenses, I think? Yeah, we wanted personal laser defenses. These don't require energy, do they? Never mind, they require some. So 1 RTG will supply 3 of those. Okay. What about a personal laser defense? What do these cost to run? 143. There's not much room in this. There's not much room in this power armor. I wish we could get the Mark II. I mean, that's our goal. That's what we're trying to go to. I guess we can fill the rest with portable solar panels. That's not a huge deal. We might even have some. We could transfer them, but I really don't want to transfer between 2 different suits. Okay, let's see where are the solar panels at. I know we have a lot down here. We have solar panels in like 2 different places. But yeah, we can just steal these ones. That's perfectly fine. Now we need some red chips and steel. We'll just take this steel. We'll steal this steel. Oh, and the red chips. Perfect. This is exactly what we needed. There we go. And then we need some glass. I think 3 personal defenses is something we could realistically power. That's basically the limit, but I think we could do 3. Do we have a large amount of glass anywhere? I assumed these would be backed up, but that was not a fair assumption. Okay, looks like maybe we'll just do 2. Call it good. We could get a repair pack if we want to use turrets. I don't think we'll be using turrets, though. And then we just need 1 more. Okay, that should be all the adaptive armor. Now, I think we overproduced a couple of things, but yeah, it's not by a ton. Oh, and then we have jetpack, which I don't think the jetpack requires power. Is there enough space for all of this stuff? I might have misjudged how large the area is in here. Also, wait, are RTGs worth it? Okay, these are only 60, so... Oh, wait. Does solar efficiency affect these things? I feel like it probably doesn't, because these also used to generate power at night, so I don't know if they still do. Then how's this coming along? Let's see, we can get 3. How much do we need? RTG. If with enough productivity bonus, we could technically get enough from this, but no, that doesn't work. We don't have that kind of productivity bonus. Also, why do we have so many prod mods? Where did they come from? Oh, we're requesting 500. Oh, that makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, okay. RTG1s are worth it in the dark. Okay, so Factorio did eventually fix the thing that made it that solar panels work all the time. Because that's what I was thinking of whenever I asked that, because I'm still a bit old school with some of my knowledge of the game. How do you make a fuel cell? Oh, it's using oh right, use an assembly machine. The double. This would only be if I. Yeah, right. The centrifuges. The second set of centrifuges is for Coprex, which we definitely can't do. There's no way we'll be able to manage a Coprex. Okay, that should work. I mean, it's not great, but it will at least start filtering this uranium, so that way we can use it for things like ammo. Mostly just ammo, really. Because I would like to upgrade everything to uranium cells, which will take forever, but seems worth it. Fire mag, get rid of them. Actually, have we been keeping these with us this whole time? I feel like we've had those a while. And then we need some more bots. We might have to steal these from a chest because it looks like we're just not producing enough. What happened in orbit? How did that happen? Was the person who said that logistic bots couldn't explode? If you had under 50, was that not accurate? Because unless maybe like a meteor hit here, but I don't think meteors can hit the orbits or would be protected. No, yeah, the orbits are, yeah, those should be protected by the ground meteors. Yeah, the only thing I could think that happened here. Oh, frick. We did not set that up correctly. The logic here is broken. Is it out of power or something? What are we doing here? Novice orbit. Novice orbit 2? No? What signal am I supposed to be piggybacking off of? This isn't connected to logic in any way. Why? Which one was it supposed to connect to? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Because we could do this one or this one. I wonder if we move this signal transmitter or something. And didn't reconnect it. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's a bit not ideal. Same disabled. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. We lost a couple hundred. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. That's gonna say it's damaged for like the end of time. We definitely need to make sure we fill that up. Anyway, uh, now that that's taken care of, can't believe we disconnected the logic. Or maybe we just assumed we wouldn't be producing enough. I don't know. We could have done both. But we clearly had this. We had the receiver there for the logic. So like getting 90% of the way there just seemed like a silly decision. Not sure what was going on there. Concrete. I don't think we need concrete. Oh yeah, the concrete came from when we deleted the centrifuge. Okay, we are producing uranium ammo. It's going to take a while, but we are producing it. And then we finally got the assembling 3 here. We definitely screwed up our bot queue, I think, by pasting all of this stuff. But it seems to be settling down. We could also go into orbit, because I'm getting tired of this blinking. There we go. Because until we send a new rocket up, that's not going to, it's not going to finish. Okay, and then we can just give it all the iron we have, should be enough. And voila, that should get us all the uranium fuel cells we need. Oh wait, that makes 10 at a time? I forgot about that. Okay, so we only needed one. We only needed 1, 2, 3, 5. Whoops. RTG. LDS. Okay, we can probably find LDS in a chest somewhere. Like this one. Yeah, there we go. This isn't gonna chest load, right? No, it's not. Ammo. We could use some more distractor bots. We could also use not distractor bots. Destroyer bots? What are they called? Actually, we should probably start using destroyer bots. Defender. There we go. That's the wrong. Oh wait, we're already requesting them? Oh, look at that. 300, and then we could use some grenades. Which cluster grenades would be awesome. I'm pretty sure we don't have access to those yet. Do we? Unless maybe it was like a combat thing we already get. It doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. 500 landmines so we can push a base. And then what else do we need? A tank? Yeah, let's use a tank. Just 1 tank. 3 tanks, because we're terrible at driving. We need to push some bases. And then we need about 500 walls, I think. Actually, how large is this? That's 200 walls. Okay, so we don't need a ton. We just are going to expand this up. Try to capture the same area. Okay, that means we requested more than enough walls. Okay. So what all do we have to put in here? We have one more adaptive armor somewhere. There it is. And then did we not finish the personal laser defenses? There they are. Personal laser defense. My inventory keeps shifting. Okay, which is more important, a jetpack or laser or adaptive armor? Probably I feel like this looks like a decent enough layout. Can we put anything in here? I don't think so. We can maybe upgrade this jetpack. That would be a good idea. Also, bots are trying to really hard to bring me stuff, and I will not let them. How's that? That's going good. Don't know what to do with this. We'll just toss it here. There we go. Look at that. We have all the fuel we need. This can run a reactor for days. Okay, not really. we don't. I don't think we're producing enough uranium. No, there's no reasonable way we can power a base. Wait, what is happening over here? What? What is this death loop they're trying to do? Where are they going? Did this run out of repair packs or something? I don't know why they're just cutting across there, but it's clearly not great. I'm sure it's fine, though. I don't think it's anything problematic. Yeah, I just don't know why they're pathing that way. Like, I don't know what these guys are trying to do. Maybe there used to be, maybe this was damaged at some point. I don't know. It should be fine. Okay, our inventory is very full, and it shouldn't be. Southwest wall? Like from here? That's a weird way to go. I guess maybe it considers it slightly closer. It should be fine. I think it'll balance itself out or settle down. I think it'll settle down at some point. I hope. I mean, I don't really have any reason to assume that. I'm just kind of hoping because I don't want to have to deal with it. Also, I don't think we've ever requested medium electric poles. I'm realizing this now. Okay. We should have everything we need now, combat-wise, to go take care of the base. Then I would like a better jetpack for my main thruster, considering we use it so much. Oops. Wait, what happens if you land in water? Oh, I landed in shallow water. That makes sense. Okay, red chips. Red chips. I need... What is this? 10 LDS, 20 red chips, and 2 jetpacks. Jetpack 1 needs green chips. Okay, we can get all of that. Yeah, I might try a logistic manager. Because, like, you need different stuff in different areas because, like, there's so many... The inventory is so small and there's so many different items. Do you have any particular one in mind? These? No. The space ones we have, we're sending back up to space. We do have a couple undergrounds, though, that we didn't mean to bring with us. You just use the one Essie recommends? I didn't see anyone recommended, at least in the main mod pack. Does it recommend it on, like, the wiki or something? Version Factorio. Or not wiki, but on, like, the mod page. Factorio, what would be called? Logistics Manager mod. Save or preload resets? That sounds very nice. Logistics Request Manager? Oh, there's like so many of them. Oh wait, no, this is just a redo of another one. Yeah, that we'll definitely install that next time, I think. That will save our sanity for sure. What little we have left at least. Wait, oh, I just realized I don't have batteries. Wait, how did we get battery Mark IIs? How did we get these? Did we come with those? Huh. Yeah, I don't know where those came from. They might have been from the tiny start. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were from Tiny Start. Okay, let's see. What were we handcrafting? Uranium. Yeah, we're just trying to get some uranium ammo for personal destruction. Now we don't need to request these anymore. I actually want to get rid of them. Quite the opposite. Okay, this should be enough to finish our base out. And then these, 0. Go away. We never want you. Wait, why do I have a jetpack? Why did it not eat this one up? Weird. Wonder if... No, I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. I thought I was pretty careful about the order I clicked things. Wait. No, I don't know. I don't know why that happened. Adaptive armor. We'll just leave that on the ground. Wait. We chest exploded. I accidentally clicked on the wrong spot of my inventory. We didn't lose much, fortunately. We lost more than I would like, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. Definitely one of our better chest explosions. Construction area. Okay. So now we can go take out some bases. Oh, right. If I switch these, I'm assuming it resets the batteries. Oh, wait. No, they hold their charge. Oh, that's neat. Also, our jetpack is faster, which is nice. Not like we care that much, but it is nice. Items never fall on belts. Oh, I wasn't worried about it falling on belts. I was just worried about the mess. There we go. These laser turrets are slightly helpful. Or the personal laser defense they're decently helpful. They're not amazing, but they definitely do a bit. It would be nice if we could just expand our base out. We really need to fix novice production. But I have been postponing that because I want to get to utility science before I do anything on the main planet. Okay. We also got ourselves a tank, which I think will fix all of our problems. Because now it doesn't matter what we do. We should probably throw some distractor capsules out first, though, or defender capsules. All 30 of them. Now I can just landmine push, which is a really fun way to attack, I think. Okay, perfect. Even better would be actually having a reasonable amount of personal laser defenses and stuff, but yeah, that's not likely to happen anytime soon. Until we get a better generator, or maybe better power armor. Better power armor, I think, will let us get like 5 more lasers. Also, laser upgrades will be big. I think we can afford them, right? Oh, they require utility science. Of course they require utility science. Why wouldn't they? Okay. Those will stay deconstructed forever till the end of time because we don't have a construction port on us, and I don't actually care about recovering them. Not anytime soon. That's like the one spot that can be, I think. There we go. Now they're connected. And I think we can actually switch over to our other one now. There we go. Why is this so slow? Shouldn't this jetpack be faster than the other one? I don't know why it's not. Maybe it's not additive like I thought it was. I guess I never knew for sure. I just assumed it was additive, but there is a chance it's not. Because that and my other power armor both said they have an acceleration of 39 or so. Which is a decent amount. Like, it's pretty fast. I just wanted it to be faster. Okay, and now we can connect the grids. And we also need some walls, of course. I am very good about placing roboports exactly at like the max distance of the oil. It's always it's always a little problematic. Would not recommend because it causes a lot of really small issues where sometimes I just don't connect the oil grids, and it's like almost preventable but not quite. Okay, and then we can copy this. Nope, that didn't work. Wait, are these? Nope, that's a bad spot for them. They need to be farther back. There we go. There we go. Okay. That should help. That's a lot of flamethrower turrets. I hope we brought enough. Then we'll connect here too. Make sure we have connections at multiple points so that way we don't lose the entire grid if things get destroyed. Okay, that should work. I think they're all connected. Okay, and then we forgot speed modules. Okay, this should hold. Right? Yeah, this should hold. Actually, there's one spot we could place a beacon that I think would be perfect. Did we bring the beacons? Yes, we did. Okay. I actually don't know if it's worth beaconing these. I feel like it's not. Because they're pretty small. But on the other hand, let's see. Yeah, that's not worth it. I think I can say with certainty that that wasn't worth it, especially since it was only two oil pumps. Oh well. Ooh, this one on the other hand, 4 oil pumps. That's better. Of course, power consumption is pretty high. I don't actually know if we're getting enough oil out of these to be net positive if we peak in them. Like I imagine there's some kind of break even that I don't know, but I don't know what that is. And then if we check the turret range, did we cover every corner? Looks like we did. Okay. Okay. Oil problem fixed-ish. I mean, it's not great, but it's better. That will keep us positive at least. We also have some prod mods that we place that will fix oil as well. Slowly, but it will eventually get done. Oh yeah, we have a quite the circuit network, quite the solar panel network now. It's looking a lot better. It's actually producing a fair amount of power. Actually, how much is it producing? Oh wow, I think we've almost placed enough solar panels to outpace the main electric grid. That's cool. Very cool. That wasn't really my goal. I just we were really starving for oil, so my solution was to just use solar power so that way we stop burning all the oil and coal we have, which was a reasonable solution. But also, like, it has its own set of problems, like the fact that it takes up as much space as our entire base over here, since we don't have the better solar panels yet. Actually, we do. We just haven't sent them back down. And we only have about 400 of them, I think. Okay. Back to figuring out what we need on cryonite. Okay. So we have cryonite processing that we have to take care of. That is, we need utility science. So these are being sent up. Actually, no, they're not. We have them produced. We're not sending them up. So we need to send these up to space. So we could probably set that. Oh yeah, we have space over here to do that though. What do we need anyway? What are efficiency modules? I haven't made them in a while. Cables and iron. Cables and circuits. So technically we could just make them here. If we really wanted to. Which I think we will. What side of the belt? We want the top. There we go. Okay, that will make efficiency modules. And then I think... Yeah, there we go. I couldn't figure out where... Or I couldn't remember where we were getting cable stuff from. Or the copper from. Is this enough? I don't actually know if it's enough. Also, this ratio is definitely not right. Oh well, it's good enough. So this will produce copper plates for us, and then this will produce copper wire, and we'll be good. Or cable. I can never remember which one it is, but the point is it will produce thin, long, drawn-out copper. That's the wrong thing. I clicked on the first green thing I saw, I think. There we go. I was close. No cigar, though. Okay, efficiency module. Limited to 500, right? Yeah. Okay. Solar panels are being sent up. They're in this machine. I actually would rather them have... it's hard to say. It could be... They're already being sent up and on a belt here, so I guess makes no sense to change it now. Machine learning data. Okay, so that's... Okay, that's good. That's all we need to go to space. That's really the only thing we're missing is this. Which should start working. Yeah. Oh, that's plenty. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, never mind. This is not the direction I thought the ratio would go when I placed this. When I was thinking it wouldn't be the right ratio, I thought it was going to be like 1 to 3, but this actually... I was thinking I would need like 3 of these things to 1 cable assembler, but it's actually the other way around. What happens when you just guess on the ratios? You just end up with a random amount of everything. Okay, cryonite. So we need heavy oil. We need cryonite crystals, cryonite powder. So that uses sand? Oh wait, we crush it and we get sand back. Crystals we need steam for. And we'll recover a lot of the water. So we can produce these 2 things on the other planet. The only issue is that we have sand that we'll have to take care of, well, which I don't like. Also, heavy oil we'll need to ship over, I think. What's this recipe? I don't know what that recipe is. Maybe some kind of recycling recipe? It looks like a recycling recipe. Interesting. Okay, heavy oil barrels. So heavy oil barrels need to go to the other planet. Can we send them through here? Well, we don't need water, that's for sure. We do need heavy oil. Should we just... I think we should just use rocket. I think we should just use delivery cannons, is what I'm leaning towards. Because that will simplify it a lot. We can also just burn the heavy oil if we really want. Because we don't need a ton, but we need it to get to there regularly, and the only way to do that is with shipments. Also, vulcanite I'm pretty sure isn't getting a regular supply of petroleum either. Honestly, we could just bring 5,000 barrels of heavy oil and call it good. I think that'll I think that'll work. Heavy oil, where's it at? Where's it at? Yeah, let's just start with that. Let's just request heavy oil. SE is just so weird with all those subproducts, is unplayable without an incineration mod. Yeah, it has a lot. It has a lot of like random junk you get. Incineration definitely sounds easier. It's like then instead of recycling stuff, you can just destroy it. I haven't had too much an issue with it yet, but I can definitely see it being a problem in the future. Because currently we haven't fully set up recycling in space, so space is kind of it's not going to work great, or it's not going to run forever. I'm just kind of hoping it runs well enough. It's fun. I think it's fun reusing the products. I definitely don't mind it. I can see how it could be annoying, so I also understand why you wouldn't like it. But I do like the recycling process, especially since it's usually slow enough for like the spare resources being produced that you can usually just put a warehouse and then come back like 20 hours later and do the recycling. Like you can usually just delay things for a really long time with just a warehouse because 500 stacks of one item is a lot. Why can I not find heavy oil? Maybe I should just type. There we go. We're going to bring 500 barrels. The problem to you is that it's probably an afterthought because the mod isn't actually done. I can't imagine the recycling chains are just an afterthought. Like they're pretty in depth. I feel like there's a lot of effort put into the recycling chains. I don't know about the stone and sand one, but that's just such like a small part of it. Like the this is our vulcanite planet so far. We've produced enough for like 20,000 space science or production science, and we've only made 400 glass out of it. So like it's not really much of a concern. Yeah, even if they don't go, I mean, glass definitely gets used up. The amount of glass that I'm using is way lower than the amount that I am producing as byproducts. Because like even if you're just producing solar panels, or it's really just solar panels. If you want to use solar power at all, you use a ton of glass. Okay, heavy oil barrels. Okay, that should work. That's 50 stacks. I actually went to more than that. That's less. Okay. We need walls. We definitely need walls. I want to actually try to keep the alien planet small for once, because we did not do that last time and we regretted it. I really wish I could figure out how to power things. Like that's the tricky spot. That's the tricky pot right now. I don't know how we're going to get power on this planet. We can't. On every planet, you have a rocket silo dedicated to shipping glass out of it. That sounds reasonable. Like it sounds very easy to set up, and it's not going to run very often. Like even if it just flies once every like 50 hours with a full shipment. Like it's not too bad because you can just use the silo as a big old warehouse that you can eventually clear. Hopefully one day, hopefully one day we'll actually use rockets to ship between planets. Okay, yeah, we have coal and we have more coal. So if we build our base here, we can get I think we can get all of the fuel we need if we do that. I really would like a better source of power, but yeah, I was hoping to do solar. I didn't notice the 22% though. That kind of messes with things. Yeah, I mean you can definitely ignore core mining, but the byproducts of it, like I don't find the core mining too bad. Like the odds that you're not being able to that your entire base won't be consuming like one belt of stone for every belt of iron and copper it gets isn't too bad. You just have to make sure you have to set priorities. But also, if you have an incinerator mod and it's more fun for you to just ignore them, that's also fine. Like as long as it keeps you enjoying the mod, nothing wrong with it. We need offshore pumps. Offshore pumps. Let's bring a stack of those. We need some regular pipes. There we go. Landmines. We don't need landmines. We do want repair packs on the other planet. Assembly machines. Good. Bunch of the. Oh wait, we already have those. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, and we need boilers. I think we should get an electric boiler. Just for one of the technologies we'll be doing. So we'll get some electric boilers. Oh wait, we already have those. So we need boilers. How much power do I think I need? Probably not that many. Let's assume like 3 or something. I can't imagine I'll do more than that. And then turbines, that means we'll need 60 as well, because of the 1-to-1. Yeah, the nice thing about the core mining is that usually you can recycle most of the products into materials that you're using to get that resource off the planet. Like if you're not producing anything locally on another planet, they definitely don't get used. But like if you use the core mining byproducts to start making rocket control units or delivery cargoes to get them some to get whatever you're producing off that planet, I find you don't really have a ton of byproducts left after that. And like, but also you can just make a big warehouse and forget about it for ages, which is what I do sometimes. That helps. But incinerator, or just like completely scrapping it, also seems fair. See, I don't know if we what don't we need here? I think we have everything we need. Do we have enough belts? I feel like we don't have enough belts. We only have 3,000. Oh yeah, I forgot about the landfill one. Do we have more? I really wish we had more laser turrets. We won't really be able to defend the new planet. Can we? Can we do gun turrets? Is that an option? We might be able to do gun turrets. That sounds like a bad idea, though. Oh yeah, a warehouse filled with landfill. That will last until the end of time, really. We could produce bullet. We could use actual gun turrets on the other planet. I really want to use flamethrower turrets. Actually, we could do flamethrower turrets. We can't locally mine the oil, but I think we could realistically ship enough oil to run the turrets. Because there's no way we can get laser turrets powered. Yeah, I guess we'll see. The main thing I'm worried about is meteors, actually. Those will use a ton of power that I don't know if we'll be able to provide. Boilers. Wait, we're out of boilers? Oh wait, we never automated boiler production. Boilers are automated by hand feeding it 200 furnaces every now and again, which is the exact opposite of automation. There we go. Well, let's let's re-automate it. Look at that, automation, if you want to call it that. And apparently this was hand-fed heat shields to produce a certain amount of electric boilers. I really thought we like actually automated these things. But apparently not. Okay, and then let's make sure I have the rest correct before we go over there. Oh, I was not going to bring industrial furnaces. Glad I checked. Big electric bills? Oh, perfect. That's more than enough. We could use some beacons. And then what else do we need? Electric drills. What did I say we almost forgot? Because I definitely forgot it already. Industrial furnaces. There we go. Heat shielding, electric furnaces. Okay. And then I'm assuming we need pulverizers. And then blue chips, we'll just hand feed them, and that should be good enough. Because we don't need a ton of these, we just need some. And we don't want it to go into a red. I don't think we want it to go into a red chest because we might have a ghost of them somewhere. Okay, I'm liking that so far. I think it has everything it needs. Yep. Okay. What else do we need in the chain? This stuff is all produced in space. Perfect. Granite crystal uses powder and steam. Steam's very easy to get on this planet. It's like a water planet. And that needs a pulverizer. This one needs a chem plant. Okay. But I think we actually have pulverizers automated. Let's bring 20 pulverizers. Some chemical plants, like I don't know, 20. I think this is too much of everything, but might as well. Might as well bring more because we have plenty of space on the silo. Oh, and then we need the delivery cannons. Not that many though. We need like 2. Huh. Really? We don't have a delivery cannon chest. Interesting. Why don't we have delivery cannon chest? Also, when I first set up the delivery cannons the first time, I forgot, I did not occur to me that I could just measure the inventory of the cannon and use one recipient slot, uh, one recipient slot for multiple resources. Like as long as you have filter inserters and logistics, like you can do that just fine, and it's much easier than using a delivery cannon chest in every single spot. We should have concrete somewhere, right? Because this is a centrifuge. Was there concrete here? No. There used to be. Oh, there's concrete. All the concrete we need. Oh, actually, that's pretty much everything we need, right? Oh, heat shielding. There we go. But yeah, if we look at our, what is it? The oil planet or the fire planet? Novice? No. Alpins. There we go. If we look at this planet, you can see that I have a delivery cannon here and here and here. And I think we have one down here too, because I wasn't sending them into one slot. We've learned from our mistakes though. But yeah, it was a bit of a waste. This is producing incredibly slowly. What are we low on? Probably just resources, to be honest. Oh, it doesn't help that the request limits are so low that not many bots are being sent at once. Okay, that should fix it. How are the beacons coming along? They're not coming along at all. Oops. Okay, beacons are good. That didn't sound good. Nope, it sounded fine. Okay, how is this coming? 300. Okay, we have about 100 more tiles. 100, 150 more entities we can use. We can almost go to the other planet. We got the delivery cargo. Anything else we're missing? I feel like we have most of what we need. Let's bring some big electric motors in case I forgot something. But it's really looking like we have most things. Oh, I wanted a core mining drill. And then let's see, we have storage chests. We don't actually have a big storage chest though, which we probably should have. They're useful. Passive providers were good. We have regular warehouses. I feel like this is most things. The only thing we could really still use is maybe some heavy oil, which we might be able to steal from one of these if they have any. Nah, they don't really have much. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, we're already bringing like 500 heavy oil or something, or 1,000. That will last ages it will last long enough until we get stuff set up. So it's not really a huge concern, I don't think. Speed modules, I would like to request more of them, but I don't think we're producing more of them. You actually burn the landfill. If you're burning the landfills, what's the point of making them in the landfill? Is it just a lot easier to coordinate your trash if you can just turn everything to landfill first? No matter what planet you are on and what it has. Let's see. Core mining is a sure way to make sure that you always have the resources necessary to create platform defense ammo. Really? Platform. Wait, what's platform defense ammo? Is that this stuff? Does core mining just always get you enough to make batteries and stuff? Batteries. How do you make batteries out of landfill? Or out of how do you make batteries out of core mining? Do you get Oh, you get crude oil. I forgot about the crude oil and water. Okay, so yeah, you get just enough to make batteries. Can you repeat the question? I'm wondering why. Wait, what's blinking? Okay, I was wondering why whenever you burn stuff, why you bother converting it into landfill first, if you're just gonna burn the spare resources. You just ship those to simplify your life. Yeah, I did that on the other planet. I shipped like most of the resources to produce them because it's the same energy for less items. Ah, I did not realize the energy was going to be that significant. Okay, well, these are filling. I think we have everything we need. I mean, if we forgot something, we can always request more. We just need to make sure we leave this as a requester chest, so that way we can send another rocket. And then I'm pretty sure we're going to plan to emergency burn, so everything that we need to take over, or everything we bring, we should plan on leaving. So just make sure I don't bring anything expensive, and I'll be fine. Landmines, grenades, yeah, those aren't expensive. We can waste them. It isn't, but the mod you use is kind of slow. Gotcha. Yeah, landfill is definitely a lot more efficient in terms of items burned per second in that sense, then. Makes sense. We should probably bring heat shielding glass and steel and stuff for just handcrafting anything we forgot. Also, solar panels. They're not good, but they're not useless. They will keep the base running. Uh, they'll prevent brownouts. That's really all they need to do. Flare stacks. Ooh, flare stacks are fun. That was the only part about C block that I I think is cool. Other than that, I don't ever want to touch C block again. But I like the flare stacks. Also, I just forgot something. Glad I checked. We need another boiler. 60 boilers, 60 more turbines. Now let's turn these, because if we don't, it's going to start filling before. But we forgot, not fuel refineries, fuel processors. There we go. Yeah, they're what, flare stacks are what a lot of refineries IRL use. They're kind of like, they're just built into these. That's what these fire things are, but a lot of mods add them as options of standalone buildings you can use to basically just, usually you can burn or destroy any liquid to just void them. Because like you do want to recycle things if you can, but also if you have a flammable fuel, it's easier to just burn it. But you burn things to turn them into more usable or safer glass or safer gases and stuff like that. Okay, and I think we brought the meteor cannons. We have the transmitters. There's one thing we were forgetting, right? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we'll set this stuff up later. There we go. Well, okay, no turning back. Moment of truth? What did I rotate? Feel like we're good. Feel like I got some important stuff. Oh, I wanted my railgun. Requester chest, we should definitely leave these here. They're expensive. But I wanted to bring my railgun just in case we got into some trouble. But yeah, we're gonna have to emergency burn on the way back, but we'll have a decent amount of like slots we can use safely. And then do we need combinators? I don't think so, because we're not going to have any, like, complicated logic here. Gosh, this is, I was really hoping to fill up the... Did we bring the... Yeah, we did. I was really hoping to fill up the rocket. Let's see, what... are there 200 things I can bring? Walls? Walls aren't bad. I could request more walls. I'm trying to think things we'll need a lot of that I don't want to produce there. That will just like fill the rocket to the brim with because we can. Like solar panels. No, solar panels we've established they're awful. What else can we bring? I can't wait until we have a building rocket. Concrete? Oh, just in case I like forgot something. There's a lot of things that need concrete to craft them. And if I forget concrete, it's awful to have to build concrete on the fly. Casting machine, I don't think we can use those. We do have some green chips. We could definitely use more though. Yeah, good idea. Heat shielding. We have some LDS. We might as well bring more though. Green chips. There's okay, 3 days in a row. Apparently they're still not called green chips. Don't know why they haven't renamed it in the past few days. Like clearly there's a demand for it. Yeah, we have a lot of chemical. We have chemical plants already. We have everything we need to make cryonite. It's just we're missing things we might need to do other processing if we're there. But we have all the important things, at least for cryonite. It's just like the random like one crusher or something that I think I'm gonna forget. If I want to like smelt some iron and make ammo locally, things like that, things of that nature. Laser turrets, where are they at? Can't wait until we have a building rocket. Warehouses? Oh, we have plenty of warehouses. Casting machines. Okay, that's all good. 500 walls. No, let's just request 1,000 walls. There we go. And then transport belts? Sure. Might as well request the cheap ones. Mine has alien bite. Mine has meteor biters. We do have a second planet we could go to. We have two options. We have one with not that many biters that we could potentially clear, and we have one with meteor biters, which we can clear, but it's a bit annoying to find the biters to do that. Uh, Although this planet is actually it's not red, so that helps. This planet has meteor biters, so if we clear this whole planet, we could if we clear this entire planet, we would only be getting the biters that come from meteors, which is manageable. The problem with that is that the planet is red, so biter bases do not stand out, and because it has meteor biters, this button doesn't like show you where the bases are. And the cryonite planet is going to be the exact same way, except it's blue, so we'll actually be able to visually tell bases, and we might be able to clear everything. We're just bringing the walls just in case, to keep ourselves defended while we take care of that, is basically my thinking. That should be good, right? And then someone said blue chips. We have blue chips, right? Yeah, we have 300. That's usually enough for like personal crafting. Okay. Yeah, I think we have more than enough things. It's not like we're going to be doing a lot of processing on this. 300 meteor defense cannons can fix that? Well, it doesn't fix it if they're already on the planet, though. The issue is that by the time we got there and established things, biters spread to who knows where, and I couldn't find the bases. But this one also, I think, is a significantly smaller area. Oh, it's 3,000. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, there is also this planet. That's an option. This one has crude oil, which I like. But yeah, this is our other planet choice. Oops, I accidentally clicked off of it. Claymore. Plague rocket. We have accumulators. We don't have a ton, but we do have some accumulators. How big is this planet? Oof. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we could go to this planet and clear all the bases. Apparently, 1,000 is a lot larger than I thought it was. So no, thank you. We will not be doing that. I'd say accumulators are pretty useful. I would love to do full solar on the other planet. Turns out the solar power sucks. It's 22%, which is terrible. Which means we really need solar panels more than we need accumulators. Yeah, for a while we can do steam power. That'll hold us for a bit. But we can always make a return trip for power expansion and stuff. For buffer when you get a solar eruption. I don't know what that means. If you mean like for making an umbrella or something, I don't think we have any plans to make an umbrella. I don't know what happens if we don't. Unless there's another kind of eruption. Okay, what was the planet called? It was not called Cryo. Kion. Kion. Okay, I can remember that. Don't remember if it has a K or not. Oh, landing pad. Did we bring a landing pad? We did not bring a landing pad. Okay. Unless it's in our inventory. It might be in our inventory. Okay. Just in case. We probably won't come back if we mess up, but just in case. What do we need for these capsules? We could bring some copper. We can bring some copper and explosives. Okay. That'll help. So that way we can. Yeah, let's bring some copper. Let's see, where is copper? I think we should have copper in this we can take. Yeah, there we go. All the copper we'll ever need. Well, at least all the copper we'll ever need for fancy space rocket stuff. LDS? That's steel. Steel's useful. I mean, I'm not going to return it. Might as well bring it with me. Then I was missing one thing, right? Explosives and heat shielding. Yeah, if we just bring enough stuff to make like 50 rockets, we'll be good. Or not 50 rockets. I want to be able to make like 50 delivery capsules. We could also have just brought delivery capsules. I had like a future goal in mind, but who knows if we're ever going to realize that. The eruption is dependent on how close you are to the sun? That would make sense. I don't really know what happens with the eruption. It sounds terrifying. There we go. That looks good. Now we'll save again. Now we have everything we need. Never confirmed it, but your Vulcanite planet gets one a lot more frequently than other planets. I have no idea where this planet even is. This is a terrible spot. Huh. Also, we didn't finish scanning the planet. Whoops. We need to be here. Okay. Well, that's what the jetpack's for. Star map. Star map. This thing. Nope. I don't know how to get there. I've gone there accidentally. I don't know the other button. I don't know how to get there intentionally. Is it this thing? Oh yeah, okay, our vulcanite is the closest one. So we are farther away. We're like down here, I think. Okay, that explains it. I've definitely bumped it before. No, stop. I'm trying to get rid of my inventory so you stop bringing me things. Thank you. Da, da, da. What's the jetpack button? There we go. I have weird hotkeys for certain things, and they are always a bit troublesome. Wait, is this crude oil? Wait, really? There's crude oil on this planet? Well, that's nice. I think that solves our fuel issue, assuming that we actually brought a fuel refinery, because I think we did. This will be a good central point. Cargo landing pad, storage warehouse. Perfect. And then accumulators. I don't know why I placed that accumulator. It seems kind of useless. There we go. Now I make some trips to transfer things. One day I'll learn that there's like some mechanic I'm missing that makes this a lot simpler. But yeah, if we ever have biter issues, we can use flamethrower turrets. If I had known that, I probably would have brought them in the first place. Because that would have been slightly useful. I wonder how easy it would be to just set up a belt going between these to have it move everything and then just walk away for a little bit. Because that is one option. Okay, and then back to grab the flamethrower ammo, the processed fuel. Let's leave it in here so that way we don't lose track of it. We are running out of grappling hooks. I forgot that we never actually automated grappling hook ammo. We just kind of made it once and called it good. We could do uranium power. We could do nuclear power here. I didn't realize we had a patch that's like reasonably close. That'll make things a lot simpler, huh? Because 24,000, that's a lot, right? Or 240,000. I know it's not like a massive patch, but I think that's enough to run for like 100+ hours, right? Unless I'm just completely making that up. But I'm pretty sure that you use very little. Pretty sure it uses very little uranium, which is why it's so nice. I guess it depends how large your... It really depends how large your base is too, though. And I probably need more than like 40 megawatts from a single reactor. Do I need to recover the scrap? I don't know if I need to recover the scrap. Okay. One day I'll learn that there's a better way to do this. This works for now. It's manageable. We didn't bring pump jacks. I didn't think this would have crude oil, so I don't think we brought pump jacks. Maybe we brought them just in case. Okay, we didn't intentionally bring them, but we did have some left over. So that's good. Perfect. And then I think this is the last trip, and we can just recover whatever's left. Oh, hey, look at that. We are already hit by a meteor. Oh, this is a pretty small planet, isn't it? Actually, I can't tell. Wait, this is the larger planet. I'm nowhere near the edge of the planet. Never mind. Oh, we didn't bring cliff explosives, did we? Like, we didn't intentionally bring them. We have some. But yeah, we'll have to like build around cliffs because I think we only have about 10 cliff explosives to work with. We do have grenades and explosives though. It's like we can make cliff explosives if we run into that problem. Okay, how large is this planet? Oh, yeah, it's still going out. Okay. Maybe one day we'll be able to take care of the biters. Because it would be nice to only have to worry about the meteors and not have to have, like, defenses. But I don't quite know how that works yet. Also, I think that's dependent on you guaranteeing you have a constant supply of ammo before you can make a decision like that. And we have not done that. We do not have a constant supply of resources. See, is this good? Can everything stay in here? Okay. Yeah, I think that's decent. Then we can get these set up. Perfect. There we go. We definitely cannot power these. We probably should get roboports up too. Yeah, like ASAP. And power. There's a lot of things we need before we can actually do anything here. But we can start with solar panels. People did not like it the last time I did this, but we are probably not going to change it. The first set of solar panels I had ever set up on another planet was very much not in a straight line. And I don't think this will be any better. I mean, I'll try, but not going to try that hard. Yeah. See, like, once I run into the rocks, like, it doesn't bother me that they're offset, so, like, it's not something I'll probably fix. It would be nice if we had brought the medium electric poles, though. There we go. Need some power. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice build. Perfectly done. And now we copy this 3 times and call it good. And then, oh wait, we need construction bots, right? There we go. They'll eventually build. Well, they won't because we don't have any to start building. We have to set that up first. There we go. It's very slow. I think we're a bit short on power. Just a little bit. Maybe a lot. Shorter than I would like. Okay, we can use art bots to help build, though. That will help. Okay, they're powered. Good. Okay, what can we do to speed this up? This will help a little bit. Like, it's not great, but it is an increase to the amount of power we have. Realistically, we should just get this mined as fast as possible, which I think is very easy to set up. It's pretty close. This is a small little planet. Okay, do we have everything we need for this? We might. How do you use these? That's a good question. This is my first time using the big electrics. I don't know if you're supposed to, like, aim for a certain amount of overlap or not. I feel like maximizing the distance is fine, because they're pretty fast. Actually, I guess the best thing to do is to try to utilize beacons. Because we have speed modules, we have prods. We just need the beacons for them. If we can find them. We should have beacons, right? I'm pretty sure that we brought, like, 10. There we go, right in the middle. Okay, we'll worry about the belts later, but we'll bring some just in case. Okay, so yeah, this is our first time actually using the big electric drills, or big mining drills. They seem very fancy. Looks like it could do a setup like this. But I think... Actually, no, that's not bad. It might cost too much power, though. It's hard to say when I don't know anything about it, but... Guess we'll find out. Let's see, it's, is it copyable? I guess is the real question. Or tileable. Okay, it doesn't double off any beacons, that's a good sign. We can downgrade others to worse prod mods too, which will help for the second row. Yeah, the second row will definitely need to be downgraded. Did we get everything in between? I feel like we missed a single row. We missed a single row if we do it like this. That's annoying. Can we shift it? No. I want to try to get the whole area, but we're so close to being able to get it, but not quite. I think this will work though. It's awkward, but I'm pretty sure that gets everything. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, kind of like that. We'll definitely need to downgrade some of these. And now we can just, I guess, cram something onto the edge and hope it fits and gets all the gap. Because really my goal here is to just... Wait, did we bring... Wait, how many bots do we have? We have one bot. No wonder why it's taking so long to build. I didn't realize we only brought one bot with us. It's because the other ones, the power ran out, so the other ones never filled it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I think that's everything. I can't wait until we actually have enough beacons and stuff that we can afford to just waste resources. At the moment, I feel like we're way too limited on availability of miners and... Yeah, our availability of miners and beacons is too low. Okay, are those connected? Yeah, perfect. Look at that. We have an unspecified amount of resources here. We could also just delete the beacons. We don't technically have to beacon these. I just figured that would be a good start. So I don't think that's necessarily going to be bad. And then power can go here. On this side would be good. We'll turn this into an actual splitter later. We're just trying to get some kind of power plant set up. Oh, it's the multiplayer lag bug. I keep forgetting that you can get it in single player in this mod. Like as long as you have enough going on. Okay, I guess we can just build one here. Let's see. We need pump jacks. Where's the logistic bots? It sure would be nice if we had enough power to actually use things right now. The irony. We should have made sure we kept the boilers on us for hand building. Oh yeah, I gotta love the unspecified amount of resources. No specifications here, only guessing and suffering. Let's see, can we use we can use a medium electrical, that would be good. We have some fast inserters, and we needed offshore pump. I cannot find them. It sure would be nice if you could search within a chest, or if, I had access to logistic bots right now and could just request them. There they are. Perfect. Wait. That's not good. Interesting. Great new pin. Cryonite. We need a color for this. Let's see. Where's cryonite? Materials? There we go. Okay, now we have a pin so we can access things faster. But yeah, I saw a flamethrower turret was damaged here, which is bad. That means one of the walls isn't set up properly, and I really don't like that. Oh, back to... Oh, wait, I want fuel refining, but I think it would be best to start off without it. Yeah. We should probably start off without any fuel refining until we get the first grid set up. 12, okay. 18, and then 20, perfect. I'm glad we have personal robots for this because we do not have any power in our main base. There we go. We don't need to double up on these. And we're limited enough that I think I'll actually try to recover them. We just need to make sure they're doubled up on the edges, that way the power connects through. That'll work. Now we need some pump jacks, which we can set on their own grid if we want, because we do have accumulators for this. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. This is a good use for accumulators, to make sure your water source is on its own grid, so that way you never run out. Unfortunately, because the power is so bad here, I don't really know how much we need to keep it running. Okay, that's from turrets burning. Yeah, this is from turrets burning the rails, which is great, but we get a lot of blinking because of that. And the bots that go out and repair and get caught on fire. It's a bit of a mess. What are we looking for? Accumulators. Gosh, because the efficiency is so low, it's honestly it's like a 8-to-1 ratio almost. Does this work? I think this will keep enough. I also don't want to risk it, so we'll do some more accumulators around the edge and call it good. I don't want those to be connected. I don't think I can disconnect them. Wait, maybe if no, I can't disconnect them. We'll just rotate it. I don't have a hotkey for that. Is this enough? Can one accumulator keep this running? I think the ideal ratio to keep these running is one accumulator. We just have to have like 8 solar panels to power that one accumulator. Yeah, I think that's right. Probably. It might be right. I guess is a better way of phrasing it. I have no confidence, but maybe. And then we need our fuel refineries, and then hopefully this will not really fix our power issue, but change it. We could also, until our base is set up, we can disable the meteor defense installation because it kind of is using a lot of power that we can't afford. There we go. And it's not going to defend against any meteors for sure. Okay, fuel refinery. Not like fuel efficiency is that important right now, but might as well. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. Aren't steam turbines inefficient? Depends what you consider inefficient. They are space efficient, and they don't waste that many more resources over regular steam turbines. So, like, they don't run the full 5.8 megawatts, they just function as 2 regular steam engines. So they're a good way to make your power plant like a third of the size without really having many downsides. It does occasionally, I think, mess with the logistics production stats, but it's nothing too concerning. Okay, and then we need our splitter. Yeah, it should be fine. We could also help it a lot by removing the beacons for now. Because those are increasing our power consumption, which we definitely can't spare. What's taking most of our power, actually? It says we need 55 megawatts. What wants to take 55 megawatts? Probably these things. Yeah, we really need to get the solar panel up and running just to kickstart our base. Or we need to hand feed it some fuel. That's an option. That's not a bad option. I mean, it's not a great option, but it's an option. Definitely one we can consider. This is the ugliest solar array I have ever made. If they produce more equal to 1.8 megawatts per boiler. Yeah, they just produce exactly 1.8 per boiler, I believe. They just function like two steam engines in one. So I started to really like them. In terms of cost, I think they are way more expensive than just using steam engines. Like, significantly more. Yeah, you're using like 3 times the iron, but because we don't use a ton of them, it's fine. Ah, gotcha. If they do, it's definitely not that much lower. It's manageable. Hello, bots. Can you finish this for me, please? Oh, we ran out of power poles. Okay, I guess they won't finish it for me. That's fine. Just need to make sure this is not powered by this grid, which I've done before. Then we do need a splitter, which I think we finally have. Oh no. I don't want no logistic bots working for me right now. Please stop. I have such little power. I can't afford for these these bots to run. Here we go. Okay, well, we're still having power issues. Did we accidentally connect something that's not supposed to be connected? Do we have efficiency modules? Maybe that's our solution for now. We actually only need 2, right? This is the worst solution I think I could have come up with. But it will help. Because currently these are consuming way more power than we can produce until they, and they're like on like a brownout trajectory, which is bad. That should make it that they produce a small enough power that we can actually start getting power again. And also I need to make sure that the grids are actually connected. I think they are. Yeah, and these are on their own separate grid, powering the pumps. Beacons with efficiency modules. That's a good idea. I forgot that the beacons in this mod use way less energy, so like they actually have the potential to be worth using. To be worth using efficiency mods in. Also, what is the sound? Oh, the sound of crunching snow. That's so cool. I like that. That's such a it's such a silly concept, but yeah, when it only takes 100 to run. See, I feel like that would be good, right? No. This. There we go. That looks like a decent amount. So now they get a speed boost, and they have some prod. This is just a mix of everything, but I think it's fine. Then you make sure it don't double up. There we go. There we go. So now we get some productivity out of it and still have them not consuming more power. Let's see, we get 50% bonus resources. Wait, how do we get 50% bonus resources? What? Oh, the productivity bonus for mining in general. I didn't realize it was added to the UI. Of course it is. Okay, so we're producing less pollution. Slightly. Okay. We are producing more. We are consuming more power than I would like. So I don't think this was a good setup. It was definitely a setup, but I don't think it really ended up helping. It gets us more out of the coal though, which counts for something. Okay. That might be a problem if the bots don't get here soon. Please? Please, bots? Okay. Yeah, we can't risk it. We'll just keep it awkwardly side-loaded. We'll do it by hand. Where can we get a splitter? I wanted the bots to place it, but I also knew that if we waited for them, we might brown out. Can't wait until we have a better system for getting power on another planet. Like, I don't know, sending myself rocket fuel to keep the base running for a bit. That would be helpful. Or really anything to make it that we don't have to use 20% solar panels to kickstart our base. Because that is it's not much. Wait, where are they? We have splitters, right? They're definitely here somewhere. There they are. We'll place it by hand. Did you set up the delivery cannons here? Not here. To send rocket fuel, for example. That sounds rough, but it is an option. Yeah, that is an option we can consider. We did bring chests, and we brought spare chests too, just in case. I don't know why I'm getting coal. Why is it... Oh, I'm not placing any coal. These aren't filled with coal. Duh. Okay. How's our power looking? Oh, look at that. We got ourselves out of the mess. So now we need to figure out why we don't have these... Why these construction bots aren't doing anything. Because these should be within Roboport range, but they're just not building. Where are our medium electric poles? Oh. Right. Maybe we shouldn't have designed solar power like this with a limited when we have so few power poles. Okay, let's redesign that. We only brought 200 medium electric poles and we used all of them in whatever this was. So we can't build anything else. Nice. Okay. Well, that gives me an excuse to fix the absolute worst solar setup I've made in my life. Honestly, this is the proper ratio, so we might as well just copy this. And that will save a lot of power poles too, which is great. Very good, and then we can just put a whatever that's called, Roboport at the end of this, and it should be good. And they should all be connected, and now we have, wow, 150 less power poles used. Nice. It's almost like making a setup that isn't terrible is decent. What was that? Why was there a meteor symbol? Oh, that's here. I think we should probably take care of that, huh? Before it gets bad. I actually don't know. Are there any... I wonder if there are any bases that were here before. Because I don't really know how... I have not figured out how biter meteor worlds work. Like, I don't know if they start with biters on them, or if they don't get them until you first visit the planet. Also, uranium ammo is very nice. I'm glad we made enough for clearing bases. It's very, very useful. It would be even better if we had some more piercing damage, but, you know, it's a problem for future me. Let's see, 6 defender capsules. Okay. Ooh. Okay. They can, but don't have to. I have no idea how to realistically handle this, handle defending this base. If base is even the right word. I mean, it is technically a base, it's just not a good one. Where can we get defender capsules? Wait, what's being attacked? Another planet, okay. Defender capsules, I want my power armor. Did we bring a tank? I feel like we accidentally brought a tank. Oh, we also brought like 500 landmines. I might as well use them. Would be nice if I had my grappling gun back, but I don't think we really need it. Okay. We got our combat armor on. We're good to go. Throw out some capsules. Yeah, our combat armor is only slightly better than our other armor, so I don't know. I was expecting it to be some like drastic change. The only real difference is it has a higher shield capacity, but it can't regenerate it as fast, which means it's almost worse. Arguably, it is worse. And we're almost out of our fancy ammo. But we can do nuclear power here, which I already forgot about. Oh, that looks nice. I don't see any biters. I have no idea how I would find them. But I don't see any biters yet. That's a good sign. Who knows where they are? Also, I just heard a lot of explosions. Oh, it was my defender capsules. Okay. Can we expand our solar plant? I don't think it's worth expanding, but might as well. Okay, and then we'll just decon what we have to spare. Figured we might as well place everything we have. Oh wow, we brought a lot more solar panels than I thought I did. Oh yeah, we still have like 80. That means we can do another row. Perfect. Look at that. And all of this solar panel totals 5 megawatts. Because it's working at 20% efficiency. They are almost useless. I don't even know if they power the RoboPort that connects the two. They're that bad. Actually, they probably don't. But I need to... No, they definitely power it at idle. 50 kilowatt. Okay, yeah, they do power the idle one. It's just not great. Okay, now we can copy this over, increase our power plant again, but in an actually good way this time. There we go. That's an interesting design. We did not bring landfill, did we? Probably not. I can't imagine we brought landfill, unless we just accidentally had some on us. Which is possible, we've done that before. I mean, that's where a lot of our resources come from. Just randomly having it from something else we did and forgot about. Okay, I mean, it's fine. It worked out. They're connected. I think we need another solar panel grid for these, though. Okay, I think that's enough. This is definitely enough. Yeah, that should be fine. I can't imagine we're using that many of those. Give them the offshore pumps back. Move everything to the secondary chest now, so that way bots can start building things. Construction bots, we only need 50 for personal use. Okay, let's hope we brought fuel refineries, chemical plants, and everything we need, because I honestly did not double check what we brought. First things first, 1 drill for mining this stuff. Actually, we might have enough. We might just be able to copy this. I don't think it's a good design, but we can copy it and pretend it's a good design. Ooh, you know what would be a better design? Not that. Never mind. I thought that would save power poles. It kind of did. Because we have a lot more big poles than we have mediums. I think we're fine, right? I don't know. We might be fine. Also, we don't have our good armor on, or we don't have our building armor on. I was wondering why nothing was being built. Okay, and what are you requesting? 3 prod ones. Perfect. That is the one I want to copy. Okay, honestly, that will produce all the... This will probably produce all of the cryonate we need, or that we can afford to process. We need a pulverizer now. We should probably do this in editor mode. Pulverizer. Is this the right order? I don't think this is the right order. This is my way to request things. There we go. Using construction bots instead of logistic bots. I mean, it will work. We need thermodynamics. No, it's called an industrial furnace. And then what else do we need? Chemical plant, I believe. An electric boiler would be great. Electric boiler. I think we brought a couple of these. A tank. Why would I use logistic slots when I can just do this, which is much worse. But also, it works fine. Like there's no problem with this. It's just also a bit silly. Okay, so this needs a new water supply. This one doesn't run that often, so we can probably just steal from the power grid without having it be a problem. Okay. Are these in Roboport range? Ah, apparently this strat doesn't work if you're not in Roboport range, which makes sense. Why would it? And then how are these coming along? Are they charged? They are. Perfect. That means we can copy it and place all the ones we brought in a cool little pattern because we can. There we go. I like it. We brought 10, right? I think that's 10. What are we missing? Why are we missing solar panels on Novice? There's a very, very slow recipe to convert water plus plate to rocket fuel. Yeah, we can get rocket fuel. It's not energy positive though, so it's not really. The only thing you would use that for is if you needed to get a rocket off the planet, unless you're talking about a different recipe. But if you're talking about, let's see, this one. If you're talking about this recipe, it loses energy even with maxed. Well, it doesn't lose energy with maxed efficiency modules, but it actually does. It loses energy. So its only purpose is. Oh wait, did we not bring tanks? How did we not bring tanks? Where did we put them? I wonder if we put them in the wrong chest. But yeah, it's definitely a cool recipe. I like it. Also, we are missing a lot of medium electric poles. Can we reduce them? Reduce the amount somewhere? Not really. Yeah. We're just gonna use a capsule for this one. This will be the last planet I think we use a capsule for. Once I actually have utility bots, I'll be much more willing to set up lots of rockets in my main base and like deliver cargo parts and stuff like that. But right now we don't have that luxury. Sure wish we had brought more medium electric poles. Maybe we shouldn't have used them all in solar power. That's useless. We might have to recover some of those, replace them with something else. Although we can get a small production set up with what we got. It's very small, but yeah, I don't know why I thought 200 medium poles would be anywhere close to enough. Like it's not. Okay, first step, crush the cryonite. Wow, that's gonna need some stack inserters for sure. That's no, not that kind. Stack filter inserter. Okay, we want one that grabs crushed cryonite and then one that grabs sand. No, we'll put in a warehouse. There we go. Look at that. we perfect recycling. Okay, and then this goes into a industrial furnace. Nope, that's the final step. This one is the chem plant step, I believe. Chem plants. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Cryonite crystal. Yeah, okay. This is why we have the electric boiler. It's also why I want to tank, but we forgot the tank. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. Maybe we can just do that. Just turn sand into landfill. We could do that. We can do a lot of stuff to just make it last forever. Okay, this isn't great, but I think because of the pump, it will prioritize this new one. Ideally, I would use a tank and set some logic. Actually, we might have enough resources to craft a tank. Oh wait, we don't have iron. Did we not bring iron? We brought copper. We didn't bring iron. We do have iron. We could build a tank, so we can set up logic there if we really need to. But I think we'll be fine. Okay, how's that looking? Should we? I think we need to try to minimize powerful consumption here. See, you think they're being damaged on Agni? That is to be expected. Okay, and then this will go into the industrial furnace and give us everything we need. Oh wait, we have substations. Oh, substations are huge. Forgot about those. Nice. Oh yeah, that's real good. Can't believe I forgot we had substations. I didn't want to have to do like a splitter here, so I wanted to fit nicely in a row. Oh, that almost fits. And now we need some unbarreling. Unbarrel heavy oil. And there we go. That is technically cryonites processing. Not a ton of it, but it is fully functional. I think. Assuming I set this up right, which I might not have. Filter, heavy oil, is this the correct one? Yes, this one's empty, right? Yeah, this is supposed to be for future rockets. There we go. Is that everything we need for some cryonite rods? I mean, it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Oh, what is it limited by? I think it's largely limited by belt speed and crafting speed of this. We can speed this up. We can also throw a beacon in here for good measure. I imagine we'll need more chem plants. It just kind of made the assumption that a 1-to-1 ratio would be fine, but that clearly was not accurate in any way. I don't know why it would be, but now I know. Let's see how easy it would be. How easy is it to expand? Incredibly easy. Okay, new plan. we can do a expandable design very easily, I think. Stacked filter inserter over here. I don't know how many of these we'll need, but this should be plenty. Okay, so those can go out. We'll have the industrial furnace on the other side. That way it's a lot more easy to manage. We don't need that. We can move the substations. We can really move everything we have. Okay, one should be enough. If we need another, we can expand this way, is what I'm thinking. Now we need a stack filter inserter for sand, which can just go into warehouse, but it has to go under the belt because it needs to be on the other side, just in case we expand it. Otherwise, we could have probably just used a filter inserter. Or we probably could have direct fed it, but just in case I want to expand it, I don't want to direct feed there. Okay, where are our substations at, yo? There we go. I actually would like these to be on the other side, but I don't think that's going to happen. Which means I actually want the chem plants up here just for easier balancing, or easier side balancing. Okay. Does this work? I don't think this works. We need a long inserter if we want to make that work. Pretty sure. Are these going to be input speed limited? I don't think so. Yeah, that should work. Yeah. These craft slow enough that this should be perfectly adequate. Okay, and then we can get our little pump here. And then, does this work? It's weird, but it does work. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's a very weird routing, but it does the job. Actually, it's less weird than I thought because it just kind of already fits. Okay. Then hopefully it still prioritizes this water because of the pump. I think it will. But now we can copy and paste this. Missing items. Okay, it's on its way. I was like, there's no way we're short. There we go. That looks much nicer. Now we can get an industrial furnace right here. And then a beacon. We cannot beacon these. Well, we can beacon them across, though. I don't know if we need to, but we have the option. Wow, substations are awesome. I've never actually used a substation before. Surprisingly. Actually, not surprisingly. There's a lot I haven't really done. But yeah, I've never really done builds around substations. They're nice. They're really nice. I see why people like them. There we go. Give it some prod mods, and then we'll just buffer it in a warehouse for now. There we go. Cryonite rods. Okay, what's the limiting factor here? Okay, it is actually limited by these now. That makes sense. No, that definitely makes sense. Can we copy this a second time? We could definitely do 2. Cool, we'll just do lots of inserters because we can. Those are powered by something. No, they're not. They're not powered at all. I think we need a beacon. I think we need to beacon these. Which is pretty easy to do. It's just something that needs to be done. But planet. It's novice again. We also need a lot of we lose a lot of construction bots to fire. We need to fix that. And once again, we'll do more beacons. How's our power? I think power is good. And these are good too, right? Oh, these aren't connected. Is it? I mean, they're not needed to launch a rocket. Uh-oh. That's bad. Huh. We missed some attacks. That might be a problem. Of course. Let's see. Why did that happen? Oh. Huh. I figured it out. So I've never been a huge fan of late game. Like, it's fun with the mods and streaming it. I don't like casually playing long runs. So I usually like get to a rocket, maybe do a little bit past that, and then I stop. But I've never really been one for. Oh, now it's this base. They attacked on 2 fronts. That's unfortunate. Okay. And we don't have the medium power pulse to replace that, do we? Okay, well we did bring turrets with us. We can set up defenses real quick. I think this will work. All that speed plus prod hiked up the pollution production. Honestly, like, not really. Like, it's a planet without trees. You don't need that much pollution. You really don't need that much pollution for it to be a problem. Okay, now we need turrets, and we can place the turrets with pairs of big electric poles, I think would be a good idea. Because we don't have mediums. Yeah, I mean, they just start as big biters because of that. How did we just happen to guess the exact, like, that? We didn't try to do that. We chose a completely arbitrary place. And I just love how it happens to be the tile that ended. Okay, I think we brought enough lasers for this. Guess we'll find out. And now we need to go see how the other plane is doing. It looks like we managed, and we had some delivery cannons, so we'll be fine. The problem is we need to somehow push. What if we do this? I have an idea. If we have big electric poles, I can make this work. If we don't, I think we're doomed. Yeah, this is a bit of a a bit of a problem. Let's see. Did we lose anything permanently? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure everything we can replenish down here. I'm glad we have some turrets by the power plants though. Okay, yeah, that'll work. We're turret pushing remotely using a very slow build speed of bots, but it should work. We just have to hope. We have to just make sure the turrets don't get there first. Otherwise, we're gonna lose them. Oh, look at that! It worked. I wasn't expecting those to be in range. Okay, now I just need to try to aggro these guys. And then let's see if we can move these to a better spot and actually put like a wall around them. Because walls are really, really useful. There we go. Okay, I think biters. Do we have turrets? Oh, we do have turrets. Cool. Everything was placed at exactly the right time. That's awesome. Whew. Yeah, the walls were a good idea. Wait, are we actually damaging the biters? Yeah, we are. We could definitely use some more. I could definitely go for some more defenses, though. Is that everything? We don't have this top corner covered. That's important. Okay. This is a bit of a mess. Why do I have this gap here? Might as well make it straight and easier to defend. Okay, well, I don't know which places will be the key attacks, but obviously where the pollution is being made is definitely something to watch out for. I think we can replace these with some substations. There's a tiny land bridge. I will check for that because that would be very bad. Oh, we placed a landmine where those were supposed to go. I was wondering why those weren't connecting. Okay, tiny land bridge where the pumps are. Yep. Thank you. Okay. I mean, I figured if we have walls, spare walls, we might as well double up on them in places. Although I don't think it really matters. I mostly want to double up around the water because I don't really know how the shallows work. Okay, this is looking nice. Definitely looking a lot nicer. How is our production going? Not great. Oh, actually no. This is a fair amount. This is enough to get us nothing. I don't think that's enough to get us logistic bots. I was hoping it would be, but yeah, probably not. Let's see if we can expand the drills. Okay, upgrade. How's that going? I think we have everything we need. I really need to figure out why Novice says it is short on solar panels, though. I think it's just, I don't think there's like an issue. I think it's just that we queued up. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The issue is that we queued up roughly, I think we queued up like 2,000 solar panels when we only had 300 in storage. So it's just producing like 1 per second, which obviously is not that much. It is short on copper though. Okay. Apparently one of our copper veins ran out. Oh, because it's unprioritized. Wait. Oh no. What happened over here? Oh, we're starting to exhaust some of... Ooh. We're starting to exhaust some of our patches. I think we need to... Yeah, we really need to... Once we get requester chests, I think we can spare the time to go explore Novice and fix its issues. But so far, this looks decent. It is a very small base, but it has everything it needs. Kind of. And then we should probably just place all the accumulators we have because we can. They seem useful. I don't actually know if they're useful. Actually, it's probably a bad idea. I don't think I should just place them because I can. That seems like a bad reason. Okay, give everything back to the bots because we don't need to keep any of this junk. And I don't want to have to deal with it later. Tanks, they can take the pipes, you can take the pumps. Roboports, no, there's a lot of stuff that I should not have. There we go. They basically take everything. Take some of the storage warehouses, take the undergrounds, there we go. Take the speed modules, take the radars, and the laser turrets. Okay, how many laser turrets do we have? Is there a mod that lets you view what's in a logistic storage in a better UI? Because that sounds very nice. Oh, we have 139 laser turrets. We can definitely double up in the... once we figure out where we're getting attacked from. I wish I knew where that base came from. I don't think it's going to be realistic for us to destroy all the biters on this planet. I thought maybe we could. But looking at it, nah, there's no hope of that. There's no hope at all. Okay. Well, we have meteor defenses. I don't know if we have any left. I think we got them all out. Yeah, we can set up the automation later, but I have to call it for now. I have to go get some exercises done. Don't know why this isn't building. I think, once again, it was a landmine issue. Yeah, we'll definitely... We need to expand our area here, so maybe I shouldn't... Like, I want to get this coal patch, because if I get this coal patch, we can run for a while. You can click on the Roboport. What? Where? Is there like a specific hover button I need to do? You can click on the Roboport and look at the storage network there. Control I. Control L? Control L. Oh! That is better. I couldn't tell if that was a capital L, I, or an L. Oh, that's a lot better. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's still not that nice, but it's searchable, right? It's searchable. That's the important thing. Whoa, what's that? We accidentally placed beacons in 2 spots, it looks like. That was not intentional. Where do we double up the beacons? Oh, there's supposed to be a 1 tile gap. There we go. Yeah, that's really cool. I have definitely accidentally opened this before. I don't know how. I think you can view it with one of these. No? One of these? It's definitely something that I think there's a UI button for it somewhere. Or maybe I accidentally bumped it on the Switch version somewhere. But yeah, thank you. That is very good. Now I just need to figure out how to do that for a chest as well. Because a searchable chest would also go hard. But not. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's the ratio list from extended stuff. Yeah, thanks so much for the tip. The overloading I think is fixed. Yeah, I accidentally doubled up on beacons. The overloading is fixed, but I didn't actually connect them, which I would say is the more important part. What are these limited by? What are they limited by? I can't tell. Oh, we're limited by the industrial furnace. Well, that's not something we really need to fix. Because I don't see us using that much cryonite anytime soon. Actually, this isn't a lot of cryonite, is it? This really isn't. You use like 8 per... I think you use 8. Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. That's expandable. Okay, let's see if I can move this. Is it 6? 6 per 2 science? I thought it was 8 per 3. Either way, that's a lot. 8 per 4 plus ratio. Okay. Yeah, that's more than I thought it needed. In my mind it was 1. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought it was 1. Okay. And then I think we can put a beacon here, right? There we go. And now we can expand it more if we want. But we don't really need to. If it has the poles, I don't think it does. We ran out of medium electric poles. Okay, we have to use a substation. Oh wait, no, we're not out. Never mind. It was just a bot lag. They were doing their own thing. Still gotta place the substation so they connect faster. And I don't trust that they're actually getting them. There we go. Who needs medium when you can just place 2 big electric? It's way nicer. Warehouse. We'll figure out the other stuff later. It's not a big deal. Don't know why we requested so many prod mods, or didn't request many prod mods. Because I feel like we could definitely use some. Oh, we're not using enough fuel. That's fine. We can worry about that later. I don't think the efficiency there is going to be that significant. But yeah, we could definitely... We ran out of power poles, so that's kind of changing a lot of my decisions in ways that it shouldn't be. I'm assuming we can't burn cryonite. No, that would be silly. Yeah, this one fills a lot more with sand. We'll probably have to landfill it or turn it into glass and send it back. Both are decent options. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we can redistribute prods. I think we just accept that they're not going to fill with anything and stop carrying. Because it's probably fine. Especially since they'll back up. And then it doesn't even matter. But yeah, we got cryonite, which means next time we should be able to get utility science very easily. Like, we only need to set up a delivery cargo. So we can probably get ourselves a logistics network at least. Not much more than that, but I think we brought enough components that we can get the logistic network sorted, and that's a good starting point. And then we can finally use requester chests in our main base. I don't want to use them everywhere, but I do want to use them for I want to use them for the mall. Pretty much, I want to use them for the mall and filling rockets with like building materials and stuff. Like, oh, I need 10 stacks of each like inserter or something in one building rocket, so I don't have to set it every time. I've had to set it every time because we do not have access to additional we don't have access to additional requester chests, so we can't actually use enough of them to have things just sit there and stay there requesting something forever. And then I wanted logistics management. What was it called? Somebody recommended I use a logistics manager. Logistics request manager. I do not see it. This thing. Someone recommended I use this. Or something like this. I don't know which one. They looked very similar to me. Oh wait, there's only one. I'll try this one. Something that lets me set filters for logistics, so that way I don't have to constantly change my inventory, which takes forever. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.